A rack of pork is a beautiful piece of meat, and it's something that I cook when I want to impress my friends or my family. So this is a 6-point rack of pork. It's the loin, so you can see it's really, really lean. And what I've done is brought it home, air dried it overnight. In fact, if you can air dry it for 2 nights, even better, because the drier the skin, the better the crackling is going to be. My butcher has scored this in a diamond shape, but you can also go straight down. The key though is not to score it all the way through the fat and the flesh. You just want a light scoring, just like this. Another critical thing when roasting a whole piece of meat like this is bringing it out of the fridge. I've brought this out about 2 hours ago. You want it to come up to temperature. If it's too cold when it's roasting, it won't cook evenly. So at the base of our roasting dish, I'm going to add 2 classics that always go so well with pork, fennel and apples. I'll take the fronds off. We can use that later on. And with this bulb, just going to cut it into chunks. Just little wedges like this is perfect because it'll cook in the same amount of time as our pork. They can go in. And our apples, I want this to be quite rustic. It's a Sunday roast, so don't worry about coring it. We're just going to cut them also into wedges. And these are Granny Smith apples. You can use any apple you like for this. If you like, you could add some onion too. Just going to keep it quite simple. To this, I'll add some olive oil, good glug, and some salt. Another small amount of oil, just a small drizzle. Don't want too much oil because there is a bit of fat underneath that skin that will render all over. Look how stunning this piece of meat is. And by leaving it on the rack, it also is going to stay super tender. To that, we will season it with salt. The seasoning of salt is also going to help us get that blistered crackling effect on the skin. It is a large piece of meat, so you can be quite generous with the salt. That side, looking good. And that can rest right on top of our vegetables and fruit. I've preheated my oven. It's at 200 degrees on the CircoTherm function. That's fan force, and that's what we want for that crispy crackling. Now, the question I get often is, how do you know that the pork is cooked to perfection? I say take the guesswork out of it and use a meat thermometer, and my oven comes with a meat thermometer, so it's even easier. So what we do is place the meat thermometer right in the thickest part of the pork, which is right here, through to the center, just like that. The meat probe is then connected to the oven, and I'm going to set the core temperature to around 65 degrees, and then all the guesswork is taken out. You can be reassured that this beautiful piece of meat is going to be cooked to perfection. How amazing does this rack of pork look? Look at this crackling. Doesn't get any better than that. And about 30 minutes before this was cooked, I placed a bit of chicken stock down the bottom. I just do that to keep it extra juicy, and so we've got a little bit of a pan juice there. Now, when it does come out of the oven, do let it rest, and let's slice into this. This is just magic. It's a real treat to cook a beautiful piece of meat like this. So I'm going to cut straight down the center and just have a listen to this. That's the best sound in the world, isn't it? Have a look at that. Just so tender. I'm going to cut another piece just so we can plate it up. I mean, if that is not perfectly cooked, I don't know what is. See how perfectly juicy it is. Just a slight rosiness, not overcooked, just right. That's why I love a meat thermometer. All right, I'm going to place this onto my plate. To that, I'm going to add a few of these roasted vegetables and our apples. See how they've cooked down. They've become so sticky and yummy, but still holding their shape. So a little fennel there. Kind of like the apple, still got a bit of stalk on that. And some more fennel. And I like my pork with a generous dollop of mustard. I'm just going to pop that on top. And if you did reserve the sprigs from the fennel, these fronds are quite pretty on the top. What an elegant roast pork. And it can be intimidating cooking a whole piece of meat just like this, but when you've got a meat thermometer, you've got the reassurance that you're going to cook it perfectly every single time.